Oh my God, I love this because I deal with this a lot where your brain is telling you two things at one time. Cognitive dissonance. This happens. It's this psychological discomfort experience when you hold two or more conflicting beliefs, ideas, and values at one fucking time.
Welcome to the Secret Life Podcast. Tell me your secret. I'll tell you mine. Sometimes you have to go through the darkness to reach the light. That's what I did. After 12 years of recovery in sex and love addiction, I finally found my soulmate, myself. Please join me in my novel, Secret Life of a Hollywood Sex and Love Addict, a 4-time bestseller on Amazon. It's a brutal, honest, raw, gnarly ride, but hilarious at the same time. Check it out now on Amazon. Welcome to Secret Life Podcast. I'm Brianne Davis-Gantt. Today, I'm pulling back the curtains of all kinds of human secrets. We'll hear about what people are hiding from themselves or others. You know, those deep, dark secrets you probably want to take to your grave, or those lighter, funnier secrets that are just plain embarrassing. Join me each week as we take a deep dive into one subject matter, exploring the how, what, when, where, and why of it all. Get ready for a more revealing journey of the human experience. This is Secret Life, and I'm excited for you to join the ride. Today, we are talking about, cognitive dissonance. Oh my God, I love this because I deal with this a lot where your brain is telling you two things at one time. Cognitive dissonance. This happens. It's this psychological discomfort experience when you hold two or more conflicting beliefs, ideas, and values at one fucking time. And you're motivated and you're feeling this tension and changing beliefs, justifying your actions, ignoring conflicting information. So your head is literally holding all these beliefs that sometimes conflict. So there's like these bad things and these good things, and your brain cannot decide which way to go. And most likely your brain is going, I'm gonna go with the most comfortable one. And it always goes with, here's all the bad things, the toxic relationship. They don't follow through. They don't text me back. They don't show up. And here's the good, but he says such sweet things, and he was nice that one time, and he brought me that muffin that month. Like, he was so sweet that one day in the month. Guess what your brain's gonna pick? Those good that one time, that one month. Your brain is going to pick that good side, that going back. Even though there's all these bad things happening, your brain will pick that good stuff because your brain doesn't want to go to the bad. It doesn't. Psychologically, the discomfort and those conflicting beliefs, it will go back over and over to feel better, to feel better, to feel better. It just will. So when I'm dealing with toxic relationships and my clients having toxic relationships, when they keep going back to them, I said, cognitive dissonance. This is what happens. Your brain just wants to keep going back because they love bomb you. And it's like, even though all this is saying, don't go, they suck, they're horrible to you, they're abusive, they say terrible things, they're emotionally abusive, they don't show up, they've cheated, all this stuff, your brain, as soon as they love bomb, your brain's like, oh, it's like catnip, because your brain doesn't want to believe all the negative. Cognitive dissonance, it's fine, it's normal. So it's the clash between a person's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. This mental tension that occurs when someone's action contradicts their beliefs. When those two contradicting beliefs at the same exact time, and how it works, your brain conflicts, the uneasy, the discomfort. So what you have to do, you have to go and sit and try. I'm going to sit in this discomfort and pick the bad. I'm going to pick the bad and go through this discomfort and not go back to the easy way, the escapism, the easy way. And this is hard because most people will just go to the easy, go to the easy. They will justify their actions and go back to the easy. And I'll give you different examples. This is not just in romantic relationships. This is what I deal with. I deal with it with people with food eating disorders, right? Toxic relationships, money spending. So I'll give you examples of all this. They'll skip their fitness. They will go back on social media when they know they shouldn't. They won't take their medication, even though they know they should. And it will help them with their bipolar disorder, right? Or they will not, they know they can't go down that street. They can take the long way, but they'll go down that street. Cognitive dissonance. They know good and bad, but they'll check the easier way. So they need to seek new information. They try to trivialize this conflict, right? Or they avoid the information. So let's get into these different tactics so you can understand, because there are ways to change this behavior, not to justify, not to rationalize, not to reduce your well-beings. And let's look at the signs first of all, and then we'll go through the examples. Discomfort, signs, discomfort before making a decision. Then you feel guilty over past decisions. You'll sit there and go, I did it again. I did it again. I'm doing it again. I did it again. I did it again. So it's that guilty and shame feeling, embarrassment, that regarding the decision and hiding and not telling others you made the same decision over and over again. That's cognitive dissonance. When people are like, I don't want to tell people I went back to them. I don't want to tell people I went back to McDonald's and ordered the 5 cheeseburgers when I shouldn't. I don't want to tell people I didn't go to the gym when I said I was. Justifying and rationalizing the behavior. But he's different, but they're different. It's different this time. I needed to get those things on sale. I needed them when they know they shouldn't be shopping. Doing something out of social pressure and not true intentions. So social pressure meaning somebody asks you to go and do or spend or show up that way and you feel the pressure, so justifying it that way. And people tend to do that. They'll use other people as an excuse of their cognitive dissonance, why they chose that way. Instead of moving forward in a state of consciousness, they want to reduce their discomfort and just go back to the easier escapism way. Okay. We'll go to how to deal and examples. So, no spending time accessing, rationalizing, no shame, trying to reduce that. Don't analyze over the decision. Don't give in to peer pressure. Don't feel guilt. And don't deflate and feel hopelessness when making the decision, even though it feels off. Our goal with dealing with cognitive dissonance is knowing this shit is hard. It is a fucking rewire. So when I tell you these examples, you are going to understand why it's hard. Here we go. This is why people don't change. So just so you and I know, when I read this list, you will see why people don't change. They smoke despite health risks. Cognitive dissonance. They will still smoke even though their doctor says you're dying of liver or lung disease, right? They smoke. Dieting, but they eat junk food. They need to diet. They need to get on a diet, but they still eat junk food. Cognitive dissonance. Skipping exercise, though they need the fitness. They need the fitness. They need a tight budget, but they buy luxury. Conflicting job ethics. They have to have a job, but then they are not ethical about their job. They are environmental, but they litter. They cheat, even though they were just honest. They'll go and cheat. Gas guzzlers, but they are very environmental. They get on social media during exams. They ignore medical advice. They are very political, but they don't vote. They splurge after they just saved. They skip recycling, even though they care about the environment. They are task-oriented, but then they procrastinate. They avoid wearing seat belts, but they talk about being safe. They are excessive. They'll give their children, they talk about them being great parents, but then they'll give their children excessive screen time. They are late night TV watchers, though they talk about important sleep hygiene. They use plastic bag uses. They unpractice healthy preaching. Even though they talk about, that they're all godly. They talk about giving back to the world, but then they waste food. These are examples of cognitive dissonance theories. Like, you know one thing, but then you do something else. So those are examples. And then you can go, I usually deal with the toxic relationship, food, eating, health issues, addiction issues. So how do you deal with it? You can write it out. Here is what's bad and here is what's good in my life. I know that these things are bad and this is what happens. And here is the little good stuff that makes me escape or feels good or easy to lean into and all of this. And this bad stuff is discomfort and I need to lean towards this. So you address it. You put the issue out there. You say the good and the bad in your brain, the things that are in your brain, the two dueling beliefs, the two things you're doing, your thoughts, your beliefs, and all that. But the thing you're also doing that's bad or that you're still doing that actually is against this belief. Put them down. Put them completely down on a piece of paper. So you have them both there. Like, you shouldn't be doing this, but here's this other thing and this feels good that you're doing it. Whatever it is, it can be anything. Like, I know I need to be getting better and shouldn't be eating this and I should be working out. And when I work out, I feel good, but I keep eating this sugar. Okay. And I like to eat the sugar and then I feel great afterwards, but then I feel like shit. And then I need to work out and I'm not working out. And I have all these two beliefs and now I can't get past and I'm stuck, right? And then I lean into eating the sugar and not working out because that's the easiest way to feel better. The other one is too challenging. So then you look at the challenge and you reduce the belief and you align yourself with my values. I want to get better. I don't want to be in this cycle. I need to look at what will make me feel better in the long run. The long run, I will feel better if I work out at least 15 minutes. Can I do that? Can I go and work out just for 15 minutes? And I lean into the discomfort of the longer thing that will make me feel better. Healthy, let's do the relationship, toxic relationship. If I don't text this person, it's going to be very hard. I have to sit on my hands and not text this person, and it's going to bring so much discomfort. And when I do text this person, I get a little hit when they text me back, but then nothing happens, and then they ghost me again, and then it makes me feel like shit, and then I'm in my head waiting for them to text me again, and then I end up texting them, and then it takes them forever to text me back, and it's just, I literally spin in cycles, and then I'm just sitting there waiting, and I know they don't care because they never follow through. Two things happening at one time. What do I do? Long-term goal. I want to get out of this cycle. Long-term goal. They're never going to fucking show up because it hasn't happened yet. Long-term goal to get out of this cycle. What do I have to lean into? The discomfort of not texting. So I have to go to the discomfort of not texting. Can I not text for this rest of the day? Can I literally hide my phone and put it somewhere else? That is what you lean into. And I'm practicing exposure to the contrary information of doing the thing that brings me the comfort of now. Getting out of the comfort of now. And I'm taking the time and giving myself breath to not do the thing of the comfort of now. And that's how I get through cognitive disassociation. Other people use different methods. That's how I help my brain from not staying in that place. Other people use different methods, and you can look those up. Google the shit out of it because people use different methods. That's how I get out of it because my brain will always want to escape and go to the easy thing. And how I get out of doing the easy thing, I go, what is the long-term goal? Can I sit in this discomfort? Do I go outside? Do I go for a walk? Do I pet my dog? Do I do a puzzle? Do I paint? What can I do to go to the long-term goal to get out of this cycle? because this shit ain't working anymore. The small reward of the now goal, good, like high escapism doesn't work. I've tried that for years. And so I try to go for the long-term goal. And that's what I want you to try. So I hope this helps you. I hope you get out of your cognitive disassociation, because we all go through it. And let me know if it helps. Send me your thoughts. Thank you for listening to Secret Life Podcast. I hope you enjoy this episode, and send me any of your ideas, thoughts you want me to talk about at secretlifepodcast@icloud.com. Until next time.
Thanks again for listening to the show. Please subscribe, rate, share, or send me a note at secretlifepodcast.com. And if you like to check out my book, head over to secretlifenovel.com or Amazon to pick up a copy for yourself or someone you love. Thanks again. See you soon.